Hi and welcome back to another episode of Gohan Talks Still. In this episode, we're going to be talking about one of the biggest consortium of information available on the internet today, that is Wikipedia. And once again, I'm trying to draw the logo of Wikipedia from memory, and it is not how it looks like. So bear with me on that one. So let's get into the topic. And Wikipedia is one of the bigger platforms that started way early in 2001, and they have undergone a lot of different changes that led to the final product, that Wikipedia that we see today. So Ward Cunningham was the one who invented this technology called Wiki, which is a technology where anybody can collaborate and create content, and it's a shared platform. It is not restricted to anyone not being able to contribute content to the platform, but this technology allows anyone can edit any form of content on the internet. So it was a technology that was launched in 90s, and it was used by a lot of different platforms like Wikitech and WikiEdit and a lot of different websites that are not available today. And we have two new people who wanted to change, or they wanted to compete with bigger encyclopedia companies, that is Microsoft Encarta and Britannica's encyclopedia. So these were printed, and they were selling a lot of copies across the world, and we have been marketed with encyclopedia for a long time. I myself have bought one, and it is one of the bigger platforms, bigger companies that sells information in the form of print. But they wanted to take this entirely digital. So these people, Jimmy Wales and Larry Sanger, had this idea of having very curated information that is available to people who search for information online. So first, they were not using wiki technology, but they were having a process which involved a lot of people that are considered to be experts, and these experts will be the ones who write these content. And this was a big failure model because it involved a very a tedious review process, and they were only recruiting PhD people to write the articles, and it had a very extensive review process, and it was a for-profit thing. And this led to them build only 23 articles in an entire year, and that was not going to be scalable, because with 23 articles in a year, you're not going to be serving to the entire internet. So then they later incorporated wiki technology into their platform, and this website was called Nupedia. This Nupedia is the platform where it was for profit, and they only considered experts to contribute content, and it was a huge flop. And later they said, okay, why not we try anyone can edit format? And you would not believe, in the first year of its operation, the website, which is Wikipedia, had over 20,000 articles in 1 year. So, and a lot of people think about why it is going to be good, because it's anyone can edit, and they are not going to be experts. There is chances of misinformation being spread out. There is concept of no originality, no authenticity, and there is no citation involved. But later Wikipedia evolved, and they included a lot of new concepts into the platform, and they made it better. And there is a plethora of information available on the Wikipedia platform, because I've been using this platform since 2007 or 2008, and usually when I was using it in 2007, it was not this elaborate and it was not this connected. But right now, if you take 2020's version of Wikipedia, it is very, very, very extensive, because there's a lot of content that you can get today. Because at that time, it was just trying out ways to build content and serve its authenticity, because I can go and edit something online, but some person will be reviewing the process, and it involved reviewing a lot of content on a single basis. So for example, if you take a recent celebrity who has passed, so the article will be like Kobe Bryant is a basketball player, and if he dies, the next moment, the next hour or so, it will be changed to Kobe Bryant was a basketball player. So that is the instantaneous amount of effort that the contributors take in terms of contributing to the platform. And the citation accuracy gradually increased in terms of perfection, because in the recent times, a lot of news articles are citing towards Wikipedia articles that provide certain information. Before, it was not like that, because Wikipedia was something that anyone can contribute content, and it was not validated for citation accuracy. And right now, Wikipedia is getting references from reliable sources and articles and journals and publications, and then they are curating the content. So anytime you go to Wikipedia page and you see like a certain information or a news snippet or whatever it may be, there'll be a bracket which says number 1, number 2. So at the end of the Wikipedia article, you will say all the original sources where they got the information from. So it is furthering in terms of citation accuracy as well, and it is connected to literally any related document. So for example, if you are reading about a movie, so you go into the movie's Wikipedia page and it tells you the entire plot, it tells what the character's name is and who played the character, and if you go to that character's page and you'll get to what his filmography is, and if it is a singer, you will see what his discography is. So if you take a person in general, you'll get to see everything that there is possibly there on internet, and it is on Wikipedia. So if he's an actor who has done movies, TV shows, and has also made some songs, you will see what are the movies that he has done, what year it has been released, and what songs he has done, and what TV shows he has been a part of, and was he a producer or a director on that part, whatever the role that he played, and who were his what kind of accolades he won for that the art that he did. And there is a lot of things, and you can do history, you can learn about history on that. There are a lot of controversies that are involved. So if there has been a controversy that is specifically been involving a certain person, you can learn about that controversy in that one single page. So it will be like a one-page solution for learning about what you want to understand. So if it is going to be something that you want to learn about CD-ROM, you get what CD-ROM is. So, and doing this entirely and not having any ads on the platform is one of the hugest and the biggest contributions that Wikipedia is offering to the internet, because they are wikipedia.org is their website, and they are not for profit. They only get donations from people who are supporting the platform in terms of providing information on the internet. And I think Wikipedia has come a long way from just being an experts only that can not grow the platform into a bigger platform. But when you build a community where a lot of content creators can contribute content to you, you become big as a platform. So that is what Wikipedia has achieved, and has been successfully doing it for the 13 years or 15 years that it has been active. And I think it is going to grow a lot more, because it's one of the top 10 websites across the globe right now. So I think I just wanted to share something about Wikipedia today. So I hope you learned something today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until then, this is Guhan signing off. Take care. Bye bye.